I stood at Gate B17 in Denver last March, watching a machine that looked like a photocopier eat my carry-on bag. Not literally eat it. It measured it. And the screen flashed red because my bag was exactly 1/4 of an inch too deep. The gate agent didn't blink. $60. I paid it with the same card I'd used to buy the bag, which had a sticker on the tag that said carry-on compliant. I kept that receipt. It's on my fridge now next to a magnet from a trip I almost enjoyed. That $60 moment was the start of me learning, the expensive way, that most of what ruins a trip happens before you board the plane. So here are 11 carry-on mistakes, each one capable of turning a vacation into an argument with a stranger in a lanyard. Most major airlines in the United States claim the same carry-on dimensions, 22 by 14 by 9 inches. American, Delta, United, JetBlue, Alaska. Southwest is the exception. They allow slightly larger bags at 24 by 16 by 10 inches, which matters if you're comparing policies before you book. But across the board, those measurements include wheels and handles, and that distinction is where the money is. Your bag's internal packing volume means nothing. The exterior footprint is everything. And here is what changed. United Airlines deployed automated bag sizers at 35 airports in late 2025, with plans to expand past 80 locations by end of 2026. These machines do not negotiate. They do not care that you've flown with this bag 40 times. If the depth exceeds the limit by a millimeter, it flags you, and you're paying between $60 and $100 at the gate. American and Delta are testing similar systems. The honor system is dead. IATA, the International Air Transport Association, which sets global luggage standards, publishes a recommended cabin bag size of 55 by 35 by 20 centimeters. Most airlines ignore it entirely, which is part of why the rules feel so inconsistent depending on who you're flying. The liquids rule has not changed. Containers must be 3.4 ounces or smaller, all fitting inside one quart-sized bag. But the rule is broader than most people think. Moisturizer, sunscreen, foundation, lip gloss, aerosol dry shampoo, cleansing balm, leave-in conditioner, shaving cream. If it pours, squeezes, spreads, smears, pumps, or sprays, it counts. And here is the part that gets even experienced travelers. It does not matter how little product is left in the bottle. A nearly empty 6-ounce container of face wash is still a 6-ounce container. The TSA measures the packaging, not the remaining contents. As of May 7th, 2025, your state-issued license must show a gold or black star. It appears in the upper right corner of compliant licenses to get through a TSA checkpoint for domestic air travel. No star, no boarding. There is a backup, but it costs money. TSA launched Confirm.ID on February 1st, 2026. $45 per person. Takes 10 to 30 minutes. Does not guarantee you make your flight. A family of 4 without compliant IDs is looking at $180 just to attempt to board. That is before anyone has bought an overpriced airport sandwich. Spare lithium-ion batteries, portable chargers, e-cigarettes, and vaping devices are banned from checked luggage. They must stay in the cabin with you. This is not a suggestion. Violations can result in confiscation, civil fines from the TSA and FAA, and revocation of your TSA pre-check or global entry status. The reason is thermal runaway. That is the technical term. Thermal runaway, and it describes what happens when a lithium-ion battery overheats uncontrollably, often without warning, if it's damaged, overcharged, or exposed to water. Once thermal runaway starts, it is nearly impossible to stop from the outside. The FAA documented 701 incidents involving lithium batteries between March of 2006 and February of 2026. On February 22, 2026, a portable charger caught fire aboard an Alaska Airlines flight from Wichita to Seattle. The plane turned around. Here's the detail that catches people. If your carry-on gets gate-checked, you must remove all spare batteries and power banks before they put the bag in the cargo hold, right there on the jet bridge. If you've ever watched someone crouch on a jet bridge, digging through underwear and snack bags, while 40 people file past, I have been that person. Remember BlueSmart? They made sleek smart suitcases with built-in batteries for charging your devices. Beautiful concept, except the batteries could not be removed. When airlines began enforcing the removable battery rule, BlueSmart could not redesign fast enough and ceased operations in 2018. Away Travel faced the same problem and eventually redesigned their bags. In 2026, smart luggage with a non-removable battery is banned from both carry-on and checked luggage. Some carriers are going further and banning motorized self-propelling suitcases entirely. People have had to abandon expensive bags at the airport. A $400 suitcase left next to a trash can in Terminal C. If you've been with me through all of this, you might be noticing a pattern. These are not exotic mistakes. Nobody is trying to smuggle contraband. They are regular people packing the same way they packed 5 years ago, running into rules that did not exist or were not enforced back then. And if this kind of thing is useful to you, subscribing means you will not miss the next one. Domestic flights within the United States generally do not enforce carry-on weight limits. International carriers do, and they are strict. Lufthansa enforces an 18-pound limit for economy class, and staff at Frankfurt Airport and Munich Airport weigh bags at the gate. Emirates limits economy carry-ons to 15 pounds. Spirit Airlines and Frontier Airlines go further than most, and they enforce strict personal item dimensions and charge for anything that doesn't fit under the seat, even bags that would pass on a legacy carrier. If you are connecting from a domestic flight onto an international carrier, your bag might pass Delta's rules and fail Lufthansa's the moment you land in Munich. The weight of the bag itself counts. Some hard-shell carry-ons weigh 9 pounds empty. Cargo holds can reach temperature extremes that destroy medication. Gel caps melt, tablets crack, liquid medications separate or crystallize. Insulin must never go in checked luggage, and the same applies to other biologics and anything with storage temperature requirements on the label. Transferring pills into weekly organizers or unmarked containers to save space creates a second problem. TSA agents cannot verify unmarked medications, which means additional screening, delays, or disposal. Keep prescriptions in their original labeled containers in your carry-on, accessible. In 2026, laptops still need to come out of your bag at most standard checkpoints, unless you are using TSA PreCheck or going through a newer CT scanner. The computed tomography scanners that TSA is rolling out at more airports can image contents in 3 dimensions and may not require you to remove your laptop at all. At traditional X-ray checkpoints, the TSA recommends using bags with dedicated laptop compartments. If the scanner cannot identify items clearly, they pull your bag for a manual search. Burying your laptop at the bottom, under 3 rolled sweaters and a toiletry bag, means you are the person holding up the line at 6 in the morning, which is a specific kind of shame. TSA intercepted 6,678 firearms at airport checkpoints in 2024. 94% of them were loaded. Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson led the country with 440. The maximum civil penalty for bringing a firearm to a checkpoint is $14,950, plus at least 5 years of TSA PreCheck revocation. But it is not just firearms. Swiss Army knives, scissors with blades over 4 inches, tools over 7 inches, pepper spray, baseball bats, golf clubs. In 2025 at Newark, agents found a handgun hidden inside a guitar case. Also at Newark, officers discovered a live turtle hidden inside a passenger's pants. The turtle survived. The passenger did not make his flight. Airlines lose roughly 7 out of every 1,000 bags. Those odds increase during holidays and peak travel. If your checked bag vanishes, your carry-on is everything. A change of clothes, a spare set of underwear, medications, travel documents. The people who learn this the hard way are standing in an airport at 11 at night in a city they have never visited, wearing the only outfit they have. This is the one that got me in Denver. The 2.2-inch variance in depth allowance between U.S. carriers and European budget airlines causes more gate rejections than any other single measurement. Ryanair's depth limit is 7.8 inches. That excludes 64% of standard backpacks sold in the United States. If you are connecting through carriers with different size standards, you pack to the strictest one. Otherwise, you get to watch a machine eat your bag.